Hey guys, welcome back. So yes, we have yet another voice amplifier from a company called WinBridge. Now I've already reviewed a couple others, so if you want to see those, I'll put a link to those in the video description below. So this one in particular is the WinBridge S398 original voice amplifier. I'm not entirely sure why the word original is there, but that's basically the name of the product. Now first up in the box, you do get the voice amplifier. Of course, you get the headset as well. That comes in one piece actually, it's not something that you can detach. It comes also with a strap, a really nice touch. It comes with a audio 3.5mm audio cable, as well as a USB Type-C for charging. Now actually there is one more thing. Now like a lot of the other WinBridge voice amplifiers, you also get the actual charger as well, and I really like that. A lot of devices, even some that are really expensive, they tend to give you just the cable and leave it to you to sort of find a way to charge it, but they actually give you an included wall plug charger. So that's, like I said, a really nice touch. Now in terms of features, you do have quite a few. Now obviously it is a voice amplifier, so obviously with that microphone, it sort of amplifies your voice in a large area or in a noisy area, so you don't have to strain your voice, you don't have to keep screaming. Most likely you're gonna see this on like tour guides or basically any particular area where you need to speak to a really large crowd. But of course, with that included audio cable, you can actually use this as just a regular speaker. Plug it to any device that supports a 3.5mm audio cable and you can play music or anything like that, totally fine. Now actually the S398 has another feature that is not even mentioned on the box. Now it actually supports Bluetooth 5.0, and if you look at the box anywhere around it, you're not going to find any mention of Bluetooth support, which is surprising because, you know, being a Bluetooth speaker, that'd be really nice. But yeah, it was only after I took out the included guide and took a look at the pages that I realized that it actually supported Bluetooth, and we'll talk about the audio quality a little bit later on. Now this also actually has an inbuilt battery, about 2500 milliamps, so that's pretty nice. Now this actually allows you to do a couple of things. Now yes, it allows you to use this without plugging in a power source, but at the same time this also can sort of act as a sort of mini power bank. So actually that brings me to the ports as well. So on here on the side, you do get a few different ports. You have your microphone port, you have an auxiliary port for that audio cable that I mentioned before. You have the DC in, which is basically the USB Type-C port, so this is how you charge the device, and you've got a full USB size A here. So this is actually to use this as a power bank, so you can plug this in, plug into your phone or any device that needs to charge, and yeah, fantastic. So yes, other than being a speaker, it's actually got a few good uses and it's actually really good in an emergency. Now talking about the design, I think I'm not going to surprise anyone when I say that it's very obvious that they took some of the design aspects of this from a camera or a DSLR. It kind of looks like your older camera. Like even here, you've got the few buttons here. So you have your mute button, you have your skip tracks, forward, back, you got play, pause, you can also mute, and you got the R button right here. So this, your volume control actually kind of looks like, you know, when you switch modes between the camera. Now even the speaker grill over here kind of looks like the lens of the camera. Now I'm not going to say that's bad or good, it's just a design aspect, but speaking about the build quality, I'm actually pretty impressed. Now I don't know whether the weight of it is because of the battery, but it's got a pretty hefty weight to it. In fact, it's probably the heaviest of all the three other voice amplifiers that I've tested out, but it gives you the impression that it's well built. Now the other thing is, the very first WinBridge voice amplifier that I tested out actually had really good water and dust resistance. Now this one, there's no mention of it, and if you look at it, the ports are all exposed, so I doubt it is, so you might want to be careful if you're using this outdoors. Now another thing that I think could have been improved in terms of design is, now the other voice amplifiers that I tested had a clip at the back here, so you could sort of clip it on your pants or wherever without having to use the included strap. Now this is the first one that actually doesn't have it, right? And I think that's a shame. It should have been added in. Alright, so I'm here outside, alright, I'm using the S398 from WinBridge. It's over here, I'm just hanging it over here. I'm going to do a test first so you can see the difference between the mic and obviously not using the mic. So now I'm not using it right now, it's not on, alright. So I'm going to go over there, alright, and then you can see the difference in the volume. Okay, so this is my regular voice. I am not using the microphone, alright. I don't know if you can hear me, but yeah, so this is me normally speaking. So now I'm speaking even softer than I was before. I'm just using the S398, alright. Testing 1, 2, 3. Alright, so you just heard a couple of different tests. The first one, let's talk about the speaker test. So how does it work as a Bluetooth speaker or just basically a speaker? Now, being a voice amplifier, it's sort of designed or tweaked for voice. So you're gonna get a lot of high mid-range, and that's what you want it to be. You want it to sort of pierce through the noise, and we as humans, we are more sensitive to the mid-range frequencies. The flip side of it is that because it's very sensitive, or it boosts a lot of the mid-range, that it's probably not the best sounding Bluetooth speaker. Having said that, even the clarity, I was surprised, is actually pretty good, but yeah, you are losing a lot of low end. But having said that, because it's got a built-in battery, you don't need a power source nearby, it's a nice little speaker to bring around. And now the mic quality. So mic quality, again, it's not fantastic. I would say that it does its job. Again, it's very high on the mid-range, and it's supposed to be so that it can, like, again, so it can pierce through all the noise. But overall, I thought it was pretty good. Even the headset as well, design-wise is okay. Actually, I think of all the voice amplifiers that I've reviewed from WinBridge, I think the headset is pretty much identical. I don't think there's a difference between any of them. It's got a good gooseneck over here, so you can adjust it for you. And of course, over here, you've got a little cushion on both sides. Not a lot of cushion, there's nothing over here, but that's fine because it's really light, so you don't really feel it at all. Alright, so let's talk about the price. So the WinBridge S398 original voice amplifier can be found on the WinBridge website for about $75 US. Now, it may seem like a lot for a Bluetooth speaker, but again, it's more than just a Bluetooth speaker, alright? It's a voice amplifier, something that can come in really handy in the pickle. It has a built-in battery that can be used as a power bank as well. Again, really good in an emergency. So overall, it's a very versatile device. Even with the strap, it allows you to wear it in a couple of different ways. My only gripe really is that the fact that it didn't have the belt clip at the back. It would have been nice to have the clip, but overall, WinBridge, I have to say, well done again. Alright, so that about wraps up my review of the WinBridge S398 voice amplifier. Now, if you like this video, you know what to do, and I would love it if you would subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on our next video. I'm JP, and I'll see you real soon.